Final Fantasy 13-2, the story so far.
I know your name. Noel Kreis.
What? Then you're gonna have to go through me! Can you fight?
Welcome back, guys, for part 3 of Final Fantasy 13-2. That sounds really odd saying part 3, 13-2. Yeah, lots of numbers, lots of numbers, lots of numbers. And yeah, that beginning sequence was exactly the same as before, which was interesting enough. Yeah, it's just a nice little thing to have at the start. Let's go!
Hey, what's up?
We're heading back, it seems. Let's go, Noel. Hopefully, we'll be able to move on with the story from this point onwards. Oh, come on, enemies. Another Pulsework Knight thing. So we want the Ravager set up, Pulsework Soldier. Want this one. I should make another paradigm for dual Ravagers, because that's actually very handy to have. A little bit more attacks and we'll have him completely immobilized. That's enough. Back to double treble. And attacking. Easy, easy, easy.
It's not his fault. Come on, let's head back.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not his fault for stealing. Yes, it's obviously not his fault for stealing. Lots of people to talk to. That enemy seems to automatically get in a fight with us no matter what. Oh, we can beat you up, no problem. Let's get on this. We'll go down next attack, but if I add one attack on... Oh no, he knocked me up in the air again. This guy seems to want to stop me getting 5 stars all the time. And Noel finally put him away. 4 stars again. People may say I might be neglecting something at this point because I've been able to for most of last episode, and that is level up my characters. You can see here we got the inventory screen. We can set some paradigms and everything for our people, which should be great. So how I kind of set up my guys is I like stuff like, I don't really like double trouble as the start one. I prefer to start with a Commando Ravager combo. I mean, Commando does kind of work near the start of the game, but later on you really want to have the Ravager backup. Now, I like to go something like this. I know we haven't got a third party member, but I like to have a Ravager. I like to have like a free Ravager thing, because you can switch back to Commando and then keep your stagger bar quite full, and it just builds it up faster. And we got stuff like a double Sentinel isn't bad for now, but I want it low down. I don't think of it as a main thing I want. A Commando Sentinel is always good. We'll take a Commando. That didn't really work. Commando. We may as well take a Ravager Sentinel, but I just realised that I'm putting the wrong person as each role. I'd rather have Serah as Ravagers after all, and Noel as the Commander. But early on it doesn't matter until we start specialising them with the levelling up system, the Crystarium. And here we go. So basically, I've already kind of like looked at forums for like the kind of best way to level up your character and how the Crystarium actually works. And the way it works is that every small orb you see, you get like some base stats for leveling up onto, and every big orb you see, you get bonus stats depending on what you leveled up and when you leveled it up. So the best way to build your character is, for example, build Noel all into strength and build Serah all into like the Ravager magic build. So we want to go, I mean, for the starting small node, it doesn't really matter what we put. Supposedly it's good to put something like, oh, I actually have to click on it to choose, okay. Something like Sentinel or Medic on all the small nodes and get those abilities that way. And any big nodes, you want to use their main ability. So, if you, for example, always Ravager on the big nodes until we can't use Ravager anymore. So, Sentinel for now on the small node. We'll move over to a big node. And then we want to use her main class to do the big nodes. And we get a big experience bonus and a big stat bonus from it. And of course, we get our new ability, which is always good. So you get the Ravager bonus of 2 extra magic. The small node again. Use the Sentinel. And you go back and forth basically like that. So again, big node. That's how you level up your characters in a nice efficient manner. Getting all the best stats possible for him. So we're going to keep doing that until we've got... Medic is the other role you kind of dump points into. I mean, personally, you'd think going Ravager full off would probably be a little bit better, if you know what I mean. But you want to maximize your stats near the end of the game. That's what you're really looking forward to do. To do all the end game content, so to say. So there we go. We've used up all the Crystarium points, or Crystarium points. We've learnt 2 abilities, which is not bad at all. So now we'll go over to Noel. And Noel we want to have as a commando. So he's starting off on a big orb. So that's easy enough what we're going to go straight for right there. Okay, small, you know, just following along in that kind of pattern. Commando. Learn a new ability. That's an AoE ground attack. Oh no, I just completely mistook that as the big orb. So I've messed up already. Whoops. Oh well, we'll just keep going in this vein. And try not to mess up in the future. I did not realise that there were no big orbs there. I thought they went big orb, small orb. Completely messed up already. I've already messed up his stats by -2 strength. Oh no. Yeah, see, commando bonus extra added on. It's just a nice way to successfully level up your characters. And of course you get some nice side abilities just in case, So we're leveled up a little bit now. Time to head on.
No artifact yet, huh?
No, instead, my things are showing up in places they shouldn't be.
I wonder if someone's trying to mess with us.
I doubt it. No one here would do something like that.
I guess not. Unless they think they're doing the right thing.
It might not be a person at all. I mean, with time and space being warped everywhere, anything could happen, really.
Right. And that's how your things ended up out here? It's not a bad theory. Okay, so maybe we should ask if anyone else is missing stuff.
Let's head to the house and find out.
Sounds like some kind of episode of some detective novel coming along. A little bit random. What's everyone running towards? What's odd? What are they all looking at exactly? Something going on in the bedroom. There's like an odd light.
How about it, future boy? Do you want a quick history lesson?
No, we're fine, No.
People have changed since we came down the pulse, but some folks have even learned how to use magic.
Okay. Let's check out what's going on in the bedroom then.
Here, it was never there before.
Random. Mirror on the wall.
Hey, check it out.
Wait. Okay, what is that? Kupo? Kupo? How did that happen?
It's a twist in time. Something that doesn't belong.
Yeah.
I think this is an artifact.
We found an artifact, just as Noel said we would. Does this mean everything else he said is true? Did he really meet lightning in Valhalla? Maybe. Once I step through the gate, I'll be leaving my friends, my students, and the village for who knows how long. Can you tell me, Lightning? Do I dare believe this man?
You obtain a giant's artifact.
Okay.
Whoa.
Now we just have to head for the gate.
I don't get
Oh,
it.
a monster
what was
appeared
that
there.
artifact doing in the mirror?
Well, the mirror must have belonged to someone else in the past. Or the future. Wherever it came from. It didn't belong here in this time.
Scary stuff.
I'm going to take this artifact and open that gate. But you still don't trust me, do you? I can see it in your eyes. If there's anything you're wondering about or don't believe, just ask, and I'll try to explain.
Well, there is one thing. What is it you want, exactly?
A future that has people in it. I lived at the end of days. I was the very last child to be born. As I grew up, everyone I knew died, one by one, until eventually it was just me. All their dreams fell on my shoulders. I was their last hope. It was too much, so I left. Sure, maybe I couldn't go home again. Maybe I couldn't make everyone happy. But at the very least, I could rebuild a future where everyone could survive. So I went through the gate. I wasn't thinking very clearly then. I had a dream, but I didn't think it all out. I didn't know what it really meant. But once I got here and saw how you and your friends live in this village, I knew my dream could come true. In Valhalla, your sister gave me a chance. She gave me hope. The future can be changed. That's what she told me, and I believe her.
I understand. Thank you, Noel. Thank you for telling me that.
You want to take a moment to say goodbye before we leave?
Thanks. I think I'm okay.
She doesn't have to say goodbye to her friends?
Things are kind of boring. Nothing's happening.
Interesting scenario, just like up and leave. What happened here?
People have been talking. That Noel fellow seems like a good man to have around.
Yep. He even saved my life once.
You guys make a really good team, you know that? I bet Snow would be jealous if he found out.
That was really odd. I thought some kid was being killed or something. Just gets up and walks off when I try to find an explanation for the problem. Another kid falling down. They're just really bad. Let's go.
The gate is where the meteorite fell. So we should head towards Cocoon, right?
You know, it must be strange to have it there, always watching over you.
Oh, here we go. Missed again. I gotta get used to hitting these guys, really do. Let's kill them off nice and quick with our new powers, as it were. A bit more, look, magic damage is doing a lot more. Blitz there by Noel. Instantly took out the remaining two. Got a bit more bite behind us now. Even though Noel will now forever miss 2 extra strength he could have had, boo-hoo. Yeah, people might think it's a bit odd to level up the Sentinel, but it's all about just maximizing his stats late game, so... Also, a lot of some okay secondary roles, which is never a bad thing to do. I mean, if I ever need to block damage, I'll have the abilities to do it quite successfully. Let's go. I actually only need to attack one more time to kill him. Before, of course, I needed to attack him 3 rounds. Now I need to kill him 2. Lovely job.
I could have handled that alone.
And I still couldn't get 5 stars. Maybe it is best to go Commando Commando. I should be able to make that jump, yes. Aha! An iron bangle, aha! We got some itemry. Oh, wrong button. I have a habit of doing that. Menus change from game to game and you always seem to click the same button and think, yeah, that's the right one. Equipment. We can equip something now. So Iron Bangle will increase HP by 10%. Not bad to put on your main character, because if your main character dies at any time, that's it. Game over. That's it. You're done.
I'm glad we found the artifact, but that's not the only weird thing going on here.
Yep. What on earth are these things? Some kind of odd slugs. They absorb our HP, I think. Very quick to stagger them as well is the interesting thing. Some kind of like odd poison as well, it looks like. Even though we've got a haste buff at the moment. Ah, he's kept alive just on that. Go on, Noel, finish him off. Five-star. Phoenix down ×3. Now, if I'm right, they sell for quite a lot as well, so that's going to be very useful to pick them up. Especially if I can keep my guys alive fine in the anyway.
Everything's been off for the last 3 years.
Never tough for Phoenix down.
You say she's disappeared, but I know where she is.
Okay, we didn't go up top here before. Oh,
Take you to her. Promise.
there we go. Pulse will ignite again. Now, if I change to dual casting, we should be able to stagger this guy in like 1 round-ish. Didn't really work out exactly, but if I change to that, we'll do the ATB trick. And he'll be down now. And we'll just nuke the guy. Fine as hell. Probably overcomplicated that a little bit for myself, that battle. Just a little bit. Should still pick up 5 stars, yeah. Picking up potions willy-nilly. Amazed we don't have the medic roll yet, strange enough. I was going up there, wasn't I? To check if there was anything to see. Let's put it that way. Oh, I guess treasure chests are on the mini-map. Anyway, so obviously not. Nothing to see here. Just a place where we could have talked to one of the guys from NORA. Lots of guys walking around with guns and stuff, but these monsters get everywhere. Guns have never been a great weapon in Final Fantasy. Not quite sure why the monster wants round 2 after round 1 went quite well for us. It's got some kind of barrier though, so we're going to have to go for the stagger possibly? I think this is a stagger fight. Let's use what I said before. Oh, no, we wanted double sentinel there, but it didn't really work out. And go to stagger bar him quite fast. Now move back to slash and burn, because the commandos needed to keep the bar all the way up and stop it from going down quite as fast. Serah can take him down, and then we just auto-chain. Oh, he can still attack while staggered. I wasn't expecting that. Now we go to our dual commando. And put on the damage. Look at that. He'll be going down in no time at all. Don't even have to worry about his attacks, I don't think. I like how Noel just got knocked out the sky. And there we go. Easy fight. The music's a bit crazy, man. I like it. Got another iron bangle, so that will equip to Noel. Gogmagog fragment beta. And a nice amount of experience points. And a Chocobo! Chocobos are large birds used as riding mounts. Feed guys or greens to a Chocobo and it'll let you hop on the saddle and ride around. You will not encounter any monsters while mounted, which means no experience as well, which is a bit troublesome. So Chocobos are your best option when you wish to travel somewhere quickly and safely. Press left bumper when you wish to dismount. There are some locations where these speedy avian companions are not initially available, but keep exploring and you might find they eventually appear. No time traveller should miss the chance to see the world from the back of a Chocobo. Not something we really need. I quite like being on the ground, picking up the experience from the monsters. Like so. Where is it? Where? We just managed to get there. And did we manage to preempt it as well? Oh, interesting. If we went any longer, we would have ended up in a disadvantageous battle, so it's kind of interesting that. As you know, I got Flame Strike now as well. There we go. I guess the monster's weak to fire because it keeps queuing fire attacks against them. And there's our 5-star. So the thing I was going to do is hop back into the Crystarium and level up our characters a bit more. So Serah, we're of course going for the Ravager. So that would be a Sentinel one there. Watch out for the small ones from now on. Be a bit more attentive. Got Spark Strike, new ability. Got 2 Sentinels in a row. Our guys are going to be buff when they switch to Sentinels and just avoid every attack. Element Guard here. Not bad. More Sentinel points. Element Guard. Okay, another Ravager bonus next. Is that the Crystarium complete? We learned Blizzard, new spell. Crystarium expanded, which allows us to pick a bonus, I think. So straight off, we're going to go and unlock a extra roll, because they're always handy straight off the bat. So we're going to unlock Saboteur for her. So now we've got like a new roll to pick up, and that works in a different way with the Crystarium, but I'll get into that a bit later. We won't use that just yet. But it's always nice to have debuffs in this game. Debuffs actually stack to a lot of damage later on. Help a lot with certain enemies in the game. Anyway, what are we doing with Noel? We're going commando all the way, so it's a big node. So there we go. Small node. Gotta keep care of this thing, haven't I? Learn Blindside, which does extra damage when an enemy's facing the other way from where you're attacking. Get my bonuses, thank you. Getting some nice HP from doing the Sentinel as well, buffing up my characters quite a little bit. Death Ward, not bad. And that's his Crystarium complete. So he'll be able to learn another role as well. So we're going to take Synergist, which will allow us to have at least Protect, I think. So that will enable us to change our party paradigms a little bit to something a bit more useful from now on. So we're going to start with... We'll move Double Trouble up to here. Okay, we're going to go Sabo Synergist. Might want one which is... Synergist Sentinel ain't bad, but we'll go for a Sabo Sentinel here. So Saboteur and Synergist, now we'll just be able to debuff and buff our party really, really nicely and be able to take on bosses that way quite well. Anyway, let's get going again. And the music ends again. What's a Chocobo want exactly? Mount. So we can mount it any time, but I don't really think we need to mount him, because we're going on to wherever it is we go next.
Are you sure you're ready? You know, once we go through, there might be no coming back.
If you go through the gate with Noel, you might not be able to ever return. Are you ready to begin your journey? Yeah.
Yes, I'm ready to go. It's not a dream or a lie. I know my sister is alive out there. I'm sorry I doubted you. Of all people, I should know how bad it can make you feel when no one believes what you say. Snow put all his trust in me. Now it's my turn to do the same for you. I've made up my mind. You and I. We go together.
I won't let you down. We'll find Valhalla, I promise.
And where will we stop? No one knows, as it were.
So, you're not gonna say goodbye?
There's no need. We already have, sort of. Lightning's knife. It's been sharpened and cleaned.
Oh, you did that.
Hey, shut up.
Look, my pendant has a brand new chain.
Oh, okay.
And Snow was purring like a kitten. Someone gave him a good brushing.
Quiet.
Hey.
Why don't you guys go fess up?
What?
Go on. You too.
Hey, Serah. I figured no way you're leaving the pendant behind. So I made a chain, you know, so you wouldn't lose it.
If Lightning is alive out there, wouldn't want her getting mad over a poorly maintained weapon. You know her.
If you leave, someone's gotta pick up the slack looking after Snow, so I volunteered myself.
Thanks, guys. It's time for me to go. I don't know what's waiting out there, in the future, between worlds. But I want to see lightning so much. If there's any chance at all, I want to take it.
You can go, but you have to come back in one piece. Promise?
I promise. If I believe, maybe a miracle will happen.
The future won't change until you make the first step.
You know what you're doing, right?
Well, I can't say that I do. This is the first time I've opened a gate myself. Guess we'll just have to find out.
Hey, what about Serah?
I'll protect her. I promise you. I vow never to let her come to harm.
Godot.
But
Trust me. For Serah's sake.
I guess this is it.
Guess so. Looks like the future starts now.
I'll be back.
Serah, you set out on your journey for my sake. You believed in a promise. You believed in a future you could not see. I will keep fighting here, at the end of the world. I know you will come. I believe in you.
Serah.
This place is incredible.
It's the Hystoria Crux. The crossroads of the time continuum.
So this is how you were able to travel backwards from the future?
Right. Just floated through this nowhere space. And now it's your turn.
Right then, the Historia Crux is your compass for navigating the rivers of time. Use the control stick or the directional pad to select the year and location to which you wish to travel, and confirm your selection using A. Each time a new gate is opened, more areas will become unlocked, expanding your freedom to journey along the timeline. Okay then. New location unlocked, the Colosseum. That's for DLC, I think. And Bresha Ruins. You can return to the Historia Crux by pressing start to open the pause menu. This option is not available at certain points in the game. By selecting return to Historia Crux, game progress and data such as character advancement will be saved automatically. Time will cease to flow for that location, and you can safely travel to another area without losing any story progress. Use Historia Crux as your way station to explore the myriad possibilities available through time travel. Once the primer has appeared, loading save data will allow you to continue your game from Historia Crux. Select a location and off you go. Cool. So we're off to Bresha Ruins. Of course, the Colosseum's there, but that's kind of like a secret-y area. It's where you can like fight DLC monsters and stuff like that, I've heard. So we'll see what comes from that in time while I'm playing this playthrough. But let's go to the Bresha Ruins.
Rejecting the easy path, humanity has chosen to build a society based on human technology, rather than relying on the Fal'Cie. A provisional government has replaced the Sanctum, and a scientific organization, calling itself the Academy, searches ruins for ancient technological secrets. One such site is on the shores of Lake Bresha, where a giant war weapon has been unearthed.
Time to hit it. This screen is actually ridiculously trippy. I mean, you could literally be hypnotized. Maybe it's like hypnotizing you or something. It's a subliminal message behind it all.
When reaching for the future, we sometimes fall into the past. As we gaze upon events that cannot be changed, our hearts grow bitter with regret. And you, my dear Serah, will you encounter your past here? How will you choose to deal with that pain?
This is Cocoon.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, check it out. You can see the ground above us.
Wow. So this is how Cocoon looks from the inside.
That's right, I forgot. This is your first time here.
Yep.
What is that?
Look out! Get up!
An arm?
Yeah, and not looking to shake hands, I'm guessing.
Time to get fighting. So we're gonna just chain it up here. It might be best to go double commando. Or it could be good to use some buffs, in fact. What's this? This monster employs wounding attacks. A wounding attack reduces maximum HP. Wounds cannot be healed by normal potions. When wounded, a long battle is your enemy. Win the battle swiftly to regain your maximum HP. Okay. Let's use Titurner then. So we can de-protect him, which will make him weaker versus physical attacks. And Noel's gonna quickly... That's actually... Noel's one is actually rubbish. Noel is giving Shell, which is not gonna help against a physically attacking opponent. But now a double commando build will do more damage because we de-protected him, so it's all good. All gravy. But we do want to be attacking and not using ruins, so I'm gonna have to automate my attacks, I think, rather than use the auto battle. Except her bow is really slow, to be honest. Oh, here we come. Cinematic actions. Seems he buffed up because of that. Oh yeah, he gained some attack damage, it seems, and we gain magic damage and attack damage apart. Ah, that's interesting. Might be good to change back to slash and burn then.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Here we go. Smack him in the head. Stagger him for good. Nicely, nicely, nicely. Now time to just damage the hell out of him. It might be best to go back for the double treble build. This commando is a lot better for dealing the big amounts of damage you need. was very much a welcome to the neighborhood moment.
That was exciting.
Guess it's over. Huh? It's the army!
Friends of yours?
Attention intruders! Surrender immediately!
Taking you to headquarters. Move! These are the infiltrators. They look like Civ who took a wrong turn. They were right there when you... Huh. Think they might have caused it? We'll soon find out. And dig up any intel they've got on Atlas while we're at it.
I like how Noel hasn't got his hands up, but Serah's like, yep, have to do it.
You're being detained as potential suspects in the unsanctioned activation of Atlas. Come with me. And no funny business.
We're being treated like criminals. But it's just a misunderstanding. Stick to the truth and we'll be okay. Smile. Smiling usually helps.
Smiling usually helps. That's a good explanation there. Try anything. Well, I'm going this way, mate. It's funny how I have to walk when I'm in vision of them, but I seem to be able to run when I come over here. A locked door. Well, who'd have thought I'd be locked in? I mean, we're being detained, so it makes perfect sense. Who'd have thought? Let's have a little chat with these guards then.
You're going straight to Academy HQ. They'll drag the truth out of you.
We've been taken prisoner by a group known as the Academy. Let's see what we can find out from the guard. Yeah, why are we prisoners?
Why'd you lock us in here?
You're under suspicion of interfering with Academy business.
Yeah, I don't think I've been doing that, so...
You two came up on the grand elevator?
Huh? The grand what? Serah, what's he talking about?
He could be talking about the elevator that's supposed to connect Cocoon and Pulse, but it's still being built. It's going to be finished next year.
You're confused, miss. It was done last year.
Last year?
Yeah, so obviously we're traveling in time. It's kind of the obvious thing. So, is this the future? Yes.
Did we move forward in time?
I'd say 2 years have passed, at a guess. Since what was scheduled for next year has already been built last year.
Serah, is that you?
Hey! Watch yourself.
Thanks. Oh, Serah! It is you!
You know them?
Uh-huh. Alyssa Seidel. I'm an Academy intern. I heard you apprehended our 2 observers, so here I am.
Observers?
Yes, they're invited guests of the Academy. I was showing them around and forgot to give them their communicators.
Back up a second. These guys, these observers, are VIPs?
I think we just got our ticket out of here.
I hope we can forget about this little mix-up.
Cool.
Strange world, stranger events, unfamiliar faces, an uncertain future. They speak of anomalies, of a strange energy that warps time itself. Things that shouldn't exist here are appearing near the gates. Things that shouldn't happen are happening. They call this phenomenon the paradox effect. And if you think about it, that term could apply to our existence in this age as well. Lightning, how will I find you when I don't even know when or where I'll end up next? Rain. Oh. I'll
supply you both with comm devices. Right this way, please.
Thank you for your help. I was just wondering, have we met before?
Oh, no. Sorry about all that observer nonsense back there. Lucky for us, that soldier was so quick to believe me.
A girl named Alyssa lied to the soldier sets free. We need some answers. Okay then, you're a friend of mine? Obviously not.
You're a friend of Serah's?
I told you that was a cover. I'm just a trainee looking to make it big. Right this way, please.
Right this way, okay. That's all for today's episode, guys. We're going to leave it at that. Next episode, we're going to be chasing her down, finding out what she knows, and finding out what's going on in this place while we're attacked by a gigantic hand in the sky. So, guys, thank you for watching this episode. Cheers, and I'll see you around.